Hey, it's Dr. Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com, and more than ever, there are orthodontist offices or dental offices going out of business right and left. And this really changes things because never before was this happening where you could potentially pay for the braces or your insurance pays for it and then you never get them, or you never get them finished and you're just stuck with them on. I'm hearing, this very occasionally happened, when I was in the heyday of practicing. Usually it was more like the guy died. Occasionally that happens and it takes a while to find a new specialist to get in there. I get that. You know, it happens. But like legitimately going bankrupt and just leaving people high and dry and not finishing their cases, nah. So, okay. So let me give you a little bit of tips on what your rights are, at least. And of course, a lot of your rights are subject to the state or country that you're in. You should know your own Dental Practice Act. Of course, you can reach out to the dental board, but that is a slow. I mean, honestly, if the person's not practicing anymore, they have no leverage over that person because they're done. Or if they died. But what's that going to do? They're not going to get you any. They can't make someone pay you, or give you a refund. No, it's not happening. So all that is just kind of like a chance that they might get scolded and not be able to work. If they're already not working, it's not doing anything. You can get an attorney, but if they've gone bankrupt, you're not getting any money. So, I mean, basically, you have no rights, which is kind of like reason why I like the medicalization of the orthodontic model because we should be paying as we go. Not paying the whole thing. I don't think you should be paying the whole thing up front. I think treatment plans change. You have to be prepared to pivot. And I think one of the biggest complaints that people have is that they're expected this, there's just a set price and that's a set price, and sometimes we end up putting so much more work into it and we're not expecting it, but it's a set price, right? And we don't always know, so it's not even fair for the doctor or the parents. So anyways, okay, so some of your rights, you do have protection against patient abandonment. You have a right to care, but supposedly they can't leave active appliances like braces or expanders unmonitored, but if they die or go out of business, well, and they can. So they don't care what's going to happen to them. Also, usually, even if the doctor is closed, they're required by state regulations to stay open for emergency care for X amount of time afterwards, and they have to send everyone a letter letting them know. So you do have a right to your records. So you always have a right to that. You should, as soon as you know something goes out of business, I would go get that while you still can, because what often happens is stuff gets lost. They're never going to find it. And this is going to be a disaster if you don't have a copy of all your records and x-rays. So sometimes you have a right to a prorated refund. Obviously, first thing I would do is credit card chargebacks. I would contact your credit card, include all the information. That's a whole reason to be using credit card and not paying cash. You can complain to the state attorney general. You can file a proof of claim if they went bankrupt and you may or may not get a dollar back. You can take them to small claims court, but they don't have any money, you probably won't get anything. In terms of transitioning care on a budget, sometimes you can ask for rescue discounts. You can contact dental schools. There are sometimes where a dentist in the near area will just try to give everyone a break, but you're still going to get charged, and you're still going to end up paying way more than you would have paid. It's just how it is, and it sucks. Um, so these are just some of my tips. But yeah, part of me is just saying, be cautious with who you go into business with. If you're going to do a long-term, treatment plan, and make sure, read your contract, bring your contract home, have ChatGPT read your contract. Before we have to always take our contracts to attorneys, but now you can let someone else read it. As long as you have some legal knowledge, you should have an idea of what the risks are. Have a dentist read it, because we know what's in these contracts and we know what some people do. So we can kind of explain it in clear language, what your risks are. So, all right, thanks so much. And I've made a ton of content about liability. Like, I have an entire playlist on it. So check it out. A lot of content. All right, thanks.